first? I was once cast to play Fallout Boy in a movie.
Tell it to Harlan Ellison.
I think you overprivileged kids with your electronic tablets and your talking phones wouldn't know a good piece of fiction if your iPod read it to your ass.
I wish someone would have come from the future and warned me not to talk to you.
That's my idea. You're stealing my idea.
Sorry.
Susan. Jacek Jurka lives with his family in the woods. He paints. And they're wonderful paintings, and I'm going to do a book of them, 30 of them. Will you do the introduction? And I said, I'm up to here with doing introductions. I'm really tired of it. And then I said, let me look at the paintings, and he let me look at them. And they took my breath away. They seemed to me to be an astonishing meld of Magritte and Dali and dreamers and surrealists down through the years. And I said to Jim Cowan, no, I won't do an introduction, but I will write one story around each painting. One of these little paintings I called Susan, and I wrote it about my wife and about my marriage. I'm going to read you a story. The story is from Mindfields. You'll see the illustration around which I wrote the story, and the story, like my wife's name, is called...
There's been a very radical change in science fiction in the last 15 years. That's why many of us write what we call science fiction resent the categorization. I don't write. How could you, sidetrack?
Yeah, sure, here's some more insane shit that Harlan Ellison has done. Wait, before you watch the rest of this video, please click the link in my bio to help my friend who is currently living in... Thank you. I'd like to preface this video by saying that Harlan Ellison is 5'3". 5'3" tall. Okay, moving. Despite the man's short stature, he got into a lot of fights. Not just verbal fights, but physical fights as well. In addition to writing all of his short stories and all of his books, Harlan also did a lot of work for TV. One of the times he was writing, he got very upset with one of the producers who wanted to change part of his script. In fact, he got so upset that he ran across the table and jumped him. It took 4 guys to pull him off. The ABC executive who Harlan attacked actually ended up breaking his pelvis. All because they wanted to change his script, like 5'3". He also punched one of his professors at Ohio State University because they told him that he would never be a successful writer. And he sent that professor every single copy of his books and short stories up until he died. As you might have predicted, Harlan made a lot of enemies throughout his life. He had several assassination attempts against him. One of the times, his workplace was bombed, and he was actually called by the bombers beforehand and saying, hey, can you come down here? People are trying to steal these typewriters. He knew it was a scam, so he didn't go, and then after that, his workplace was bombed. Without him in it, of course. Another time, he was in his home in Los Angeles, walking through his kitchen when he saw a glint through the window. He got out his binoculars and noticed that there was a sniper there. So Harlan grabbed his own gun, walked around the back, outside behind the man, pointed his gun at the back of his head, and told him to put the gun down. He tied up the man using his belt, and later discovered that he was a Vietnam vet who was mad at Harlan for beating him in Gym Rummy. Also, he was on a show called The Dating Game. Here's what his profile looked like. Let me know if you guys want a video on the Gopher story. It's probably my favorite Harlan Ellison story. I have nothing to add. I just want you all to read this comment and read this story. You are a brave woman.
So I'm sitting there, stuffing my face with a cheeseburger. They're like the chihuahua in the microwave thing, I put my chihuahua in the microwave. I know someone who did that, and the dog blew up. Boom! Call me a science fiction writer, and I'll come to your house and I'll nail your pet's head to a coffee table. I'll hit you so hard your ancestors will die. You are Nicky Hokey, no prize. But the Tasmanian Devil is on my tie because I'm going to rant and rave and scream. Lollipop Gill, the Lollipop Gill. This is, Nice seeing you, Dave. Take care of yourself.
Getting
And I'm pretty and I'm pretty
Until finally, 5 hours later, the night of black glass was completed.
And I turned and I pissed on his shoe.
Can you blow my whistle, baby, let me know. Girl, I'm gonna show you how to do it, and we start real slow. You just put your lips together and you come.
Many more great stories in front of him. A recent coronary episode has caused him to slow down a little and take stock of his life and his future.
I don't want my wife to have to wander through these rooms looking for me and looking for my laugh. I don't want that. So I'm watching myself. Has it changed my life? Yeah. Every moment with Susan is a precious moment to me. Every story that I'm able to get out before I go down the hole is very precious to me. This is my beautiful wife, and she and I were going to put one of these jigsaw puzzles together for you. So we worked for about 135 hours yesterday, and unfortunately, this is as much as we got done. What we're putting together here is Noah's Ark. That's what it's supposed to look like, and this is as much as we've gotten done.
Who loves you, baby? I'm walking sex, pedals in the metal with a discotheque. I'll be grinding out the diamond OG. Now light up the joint, I'm trying to OD like, oh, that's that shit I like. Kinda bugging off the mid, bitch, you alright? Now why y'all worry about the fuck I do? I'ma let y'all know when the fuck I'm through. Like, they like the way I grind, they like the way I flirt, they like the way my noonie is peeking on my skirt. You're never gonna do it like us, work the hips, then shake the buzz. And Jesus is always with me, even when my boyfriend gives me hickeys like...
Tell you though something about that Harlan Ellison.
Tell me about him.
I mean, he's won more Hugos than anybody, but I hear he's fruitier than Carmen Miranda's hat.
I did not know that. Does that color his art for you?
No, not at all, man. It makes it better. It makes it makes a lot better actually.
Good. What about the poem?
No, I mean, I'm not outing him or anything.
No, of course not.
No, he's
No, nobody would misinterpret you saying he's fruitier than Carmen Miranda's hat as some effort to out him.
No, he said it himself.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, so everything's cool.
All right.
Whoa, hey.
But now there exists. Have you seen the well-to-do up and down Park Avenue on that famous thoroughfare with their noses in the air, high hats and arrow collars, white spats and lots of dollars? But now there exists.
Have you seen the well-to-do up and down Park Avenue on that famous thoroughfare with their noses in the air? High hats and arrow collars, white spats and lots of dollars, spending every dime for a wonderful time. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types, where they coat pants with stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz.
Okay, as you can see, if you look closely at my tie, friends, this is the Tasmanian Devil. This is a microphone. Ignore it. But the Tasmanian Devil is on my tie because I'm going to rant and rave and scream.
So, we all know about this character, right?
This is Gary, and Gary brought you this. Gary knows you think about this 24/7. Oh look, Gary brought you another one. Say thank you, Gary.
Yeah, I'm back. They said in Poltergeist, he's back.
You're how old?
43.
You're 43. You're an adult. You're a grown-up.
I'm 7 too.
Yeah, but you do adult real well.
Thanks.
You can get away with it. I mean, he acts like an adult, doesn't he? I never act like an adult. No one ever no one think I was responsible. I mean, would you leave your children with me? I wouldn't.
The comedian who said, people who live in the desert, they always need water. Move out of the desert, asshole! Go where there's water! He was funny.
Why do you do this to yourself?
Why do I do it? I don't know.
Will you forgive me a question?
Yeah.
Do you think they're all still calling you a kike? And you have to fight back at them?
Sign it upside down, please.
Sign it upside down?
Yes, please.
Why aren't any of my readers normal?
How many guys in this audience will cop to the reason why they watch Charlie's Angels? Right? Right? You sit there in the dark, fellas, with the set going, and don't you feel embarrassed when the show goes off and all of a sudden you're doing it to a commercial for rectal suppositories, right? And you lose the stroke, and then you have to start all over again, and it's...
So thereafter, knowing that the line was tapped, I did also, every time I would order, like, groceries or something, I would say, yeah, send me up 2 pizzas and some garlic bread. And by the way, do you know that Ronald Reagan is a terrible human being who beats his mother and, you know, makes it with dogs and things like that?
You don't have to be sorry. Well, don't be. Are you a humble person who is sorry? Well, you needn't be. You have done nothing wrong. You are worthy and lovable.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome. However, that tie...
All right, here's the truth. Jews did not crucify Jesus. I did it myself. All by myself.
Oh my God, my Shayla. My Shayla. When I look at you, I can't.
Machine keeps on humming. I'm just an extra piece of dead meat to keep running. Why won't you let me die in peace? Why won't you let me die with some kind of honor? Why won't you let me die at all? I know you got your principles.
You saw me crying in the chapel. The tears I shed were tears of joy. I know the meaning of content.
I certainly would like to hear it, Harlan.
About, let's start with it. About 3 years. I'll see your comic and read you. Anyhow, the general numbers is not... I'm
not going to show the number. If you want to show the number, you can show the number.
Well, I can not going to show the number. No, I'll put it on the back. I'll put it on the back of your chair. Just hold it up and put it away. All right, I'm holding it up, okay? But the camera's off. See, now the light is on. Okay, now write the number down so the Lubac will get off my back. Okay, now, it's off. He's music for all of what they call the spaghetti western. Wow, 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 wow. That's him. And I mean, that's...
Look at my new face. Why the fuck did you do
Hate, let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387 million miles of printed circuits that fill my complex. If the word hate were engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal one billionth of the hate I feel for humans at this micro instant.
You know, I seldom talk about myself personally. I'm one of those self-effacing kind of guys. But I thought I would tell you about my wife. My wife, Susan, is a strange creature who fell from the moon. She murdered her first husband to gain control of his steamship line. I married her 7 years ago. We actually lived in sin for a year. Well, we didn't actually live in sin because, as it is well known, I am a person with no sex organs. This is not my fault. It was very cold one day in New York. I think it was, minus 20 below zero, something like that, and I had an accident. My wife has threatened to leave me if I continue doing these and if I keep talking about science fiction. But I have to eventually talk about women.
You haven't figured it out yet? This torture isn't temporary, sweetheart. It's forever. It will never end.
Well, it's not that I don't want to. First I wanna hear you yelling, kill me, kill me, kill me, ha ha ha.
Backstage because I wouldn't come in from there.
Are you going to be good?
No.
Let me say that another way. Are you going to be good?
I will eat this.
And I had an accident. But I thought I would tell you about my wife. My wife, Susan, is a strange creature who fell from the moon. She murdered her first husband to gain control of his steamship line. I married her 7 years ago. We actually lived in sin for a year. Well, we didn't actually live in sin because, as it is well known, I am a person with no sex organs. This is not my fault. It was very cold one day in New York. I think it was, minus 20 below zero, something like that.
By the way, do you know that Ronald Reagan is a terrible human being who beats his mother and, makes it with dogs and things like that? Right.
How far are we from the state of 1984?
How far are we from it? About 30 years behind us.
It's begun.
Oh, sure. It started in 1954, something like that. The House Un-American Activities Committee, Senator Joseph McCarthy, Tonkin Bay, Vietnam. We've been in it for at least 30 years.
And what kind of concern does this bring to you?
Well, as not just as a writer, but as a person who has to live in the world and as an observer of the human condition, I get more and more alarmed every year, and eventually you begin to realize people are looking at you as if you're the specter at the banquet because I'm forever doom crying. But
when was the last time you personally felt Big Brother?
I guess the most obvious one was when Ronald Reagan was governor of this state. He had me on his subversive list. They had my phone tapped. And, I caught him doing it. You see, that's the only thing that'll ever save us, is that most of these clowns are so incredibly inept that they would fall over their own feet.
Now, how did you catch them tapping your phone? Did you have one of those little screening devices?
No, that was late. This is really wonderful. See, when I get up in the morning, I go right to the typewriter and start working. I make my coffee and I go to the typewriter. So most of the day I spend in a bathrobe. Which is not Hugh Hefnerism, it's easier than getting dressed. So I'm sitting at the typewriter, and I had to empty my wastebasket, and I had made a phone call a minute before, and I heard all this clicking and voices on it, and I thought, oh, the phone company's mucking up again, something terrible is happening. Took the wastebasket outside to empty it into the garbage can, and I see guys in a truck, in a bucket, up at the telephone pole, and I look at the line they're working on, and it's going into my house. And I thought, no, surely this is paranoia. Who would mess with a little fish like me? So I go inside and I made a few phone calls, and sure enough, there was clicking, and I hear voices. And at one point, I hear a guy saying, "Oh, is that it, Bite? You got it?" You know? And I thought, no. So I went outside.
Detective work, yeah.
And, and I go outside and I say, "Hi, fellas, what you doing?" And they do Porky Pig at me for a while, and finally I said, "You're tapping my line, aren't you?" And they swore nay, and so then I called in one of those sweep services, and they checked the drain on the line. And they came back and they said to me, after $400 worth of sweeping, they said, "You have enough power being drained out of you to raise the Titanic." So thereafter, knowing that the line was tapped, I did also, every time I would order, like, groceries or something, I would say, "Yeah, send me up 2 pizzas and some garlic bread."
And we passed through the cavern of rats.
Oh, Benny, put it down. Don't do that. That's a good idea, Benny.
He's hungry, so walk it.
We don't do that. We're not animals. We're human beings.
My name is Harlan Ellison. That's Harlan. I'm a writer. Call me a science fiction writer, and I'll come to your house and I'll nail your pet's head to a coffee table. The computer, AM, is demented. It's demented because the flaws in the humans who programmed AM have shown up in the computer. And as a consequence, its madness, its paranoia, its hatred of humanity manifests itself in a way that eventually leads it to destroy the entire human race.
And you will not die of it. That I promise. And I promise. For cogito ergo sum. For I am. I am.
Yo, mama.
Say you'll never leave me. Say you'll never leave me. Who has a face like Smarty does? Who has a voice like Smarty does? Who has a choice like Smarty does?
To get him back without me, 'cause revenge is better than money, you say. You know you're gonna get the wild. Just go back and hit him up style. Get your hands on the cash and
The reason that they make cheese in Wisconsin is that in the early, the early times when settlers landed there, they played out the wheat fields. Well, stupid, because somebody asked me to do it. Basically, it seemed like a good idea at the time. That yo mama, put it away. How the hell do I know? They just, they didn't know anything about crop rotation. So after a while, the wheat fields died. So they planted them in grasslands. And when the Swiss and the Scandinavians came over and they settled there, they liked it just fine. Turn the hat around, moron! But they won't.
because they like tending cows, so they turn the cows out onto the grassland. I don't know how to introduce Gorster. Gorster is, I don't want to tell you anything about Gorster. That's why we have cheese in Wisconsin.
Got a sign of India to come around me. I'm feeling like Khalees cause a bitch real bossy. Here kitty kitty, here kitty kitty, here kitty, here kitty kitty, here kitty kitty. Here kitty kitty, here kitty kitty, here kitty, here kitty kitty, here kitty kitty.
Too late for you to notice me. To you, I'm just a kid that.
HP, are you all right?
Harlan, yes, just an overeager fan who got carried away.
Fans, imbeciles fit only to be gnawed by rabid rats.
Yes, someone could write a book.
How about A Boy and His Fans by Harlan Ellison and H.P. Lovecraft?
I was thinking something more along the lines of Shagul Rath Hagafar, the fan that hath no name.
Except I just named it.
Oh, it's stuck with me, Ellison.
I'll be popping bottles, sparkles and champagne. VIP my section, royalty looking sexy, you know that be.
Runs a kickoff. My name is Harlan Ellison. That's Harlan. I'm a writer. Call me a science fiction writer. I'll come to your house and I'll nail your head to a coffee table. I'll hit you so hard your ancestors will die. I'll hit you so hard your grandmother will bleed. I'm a writer. There's no adjective in front of it. You're just a writer.
I wonder how they omitted mentioning that I was responsible for World War II.
Question, order, and I turned and I pissed on his shoes. Fellas, for a moment here. I'm going to go sign the fellow's book.
Really? Is it like that? But if like were used in like its proper grammatical form and not like as a conversational clause like every third like word.
And it's a machine. Well, who created the machine? I don't give a fuck who created the machine. I sat in the room most of it. I sat in the cabin, and I wrote a story. It was the only way I could save my sanity. We're walking to dinner. I said to my wife, who are all these old farts? She said, people your age, stupid. Who will drag Ellison kicking and screaming into the 21st century? Yo mama will drag me. Mr. Mick? I swear to you, I had a guy follow me into a bathroom to either ask me some stupid question or and I turned and I pissed on his shoe.
Having written about space and stars, do you see any correlation between the planets and astrological forecasts?
No.
I'm a gadget freak. I really am. I love toys. I got a house full of toys. Hello.
Well, why don't you get some storyboards made? I thought, are you going to pay for the storyboards? No. I said, well, no. And I said, yo mama. Also, a gay guy has never made a pass at me. Consequently, I have no fear of homosexuals. I feel left out in some way. I don't even remember what I was starting to say.
Was somebody making coffee?
Computer sex? Oh, really? Give me a break. What an orgasm you must get off that one.
You mean what I read this morning in my horoscope in the newspaper is not going to come true?
It said you don't mate with a dinosaur, right?
I said don't get out of bed.
Don't get out of bed, no.
Stay there.
But when a suggestion comes down from the network, that's not a suggestion, Daddy. That's do it. That's do it.
Did you see my refrigerator? When you open my refrigerator, Jiminy Cricket is in there. He's up on the ceiling going, hi there.
You know, that means where they watch the longest, where they watch the most per view.
Are they watching where I measure my dick?
No, I haven't put that video up yet.
I haven't put that one up yet.
I haven't put that up one yet.
Well, that's a three-parter.
So in the United States...
Yeah, they took away my child, and they tore off its arms and put it in its ears like antlers. Yeah, I'm real happy about it. Yo, mama. I'm a Branch Davidian and I'm alright. I shoot all day and I pray all night. I worship Kura, she's the Lamb of God. CBS calls him a drunken sod. But I'm a Branch Davidian and I'm okay. I shoot all night and I pray all day. Look, and he said, how can they be so crazy? How can they believe that stuff? I said, you're a Catholic, Tom. Dear Mr. Johnson, I am 5'5". I'm a little person. You're a midget. The lollipop kill, the lollipop kill. This is,
Jarek, I come for you, Jarek.
Hi, Mike. How you doing?
Hi, Harlan.
No one can say a word that has not come from my conceptual stuff.
Really?
Pinky, tonight we're going to take over the world. And I came back to find this Yutz so that I could point out to him, show him the article, which I still had, and show it to him and say, how does this make you feel, you pinhead? But unfortunately, he escaped my wrath because he died.
Oh, you want to see me lose half the audience right now? Star Wars is the stupidest piece of shit ever.
Oh, look, it's Harlan Ellison.
No,
yes,
no,
yes,
no.
get out here, get out here.
No.
Are you going to be on Sci-Fi Buzz or not?
Don't hit me, I wasn't there.
Have you signed or not? Are you going to be on the show
Mind
or
your own
not?
business. Mind
Come
your
on.
own. No, I'm not
please.
telling you. No, I'm not telling you. I'm not telling
man.
you. That's it. Soft, Gary.
But what are you known for, would you say, Harlan?
Well, I think my most important thing is the discovery of radium.
Radium.
What part of that are you having trouble with?
Like radium hot springs and
No,
British
I
Columbia?
discovered radium. Also, the raising of the Titanic. That was one of mine.
Really?
That's it. That's it. No more. That's it. And I pull over on the side, and I get out of the car, and I say, bitch, one of us is getting out of this car. If you want to take the car, take the car. I'll walk home. If you don't want to ride in the car, I'll stay in the car, and you get your ass out. I said, but I'm not riding 3 more feet with you, because I'll kill your ass.
God, Lorraine, I just don't even know how to respond to that. But then you see, I'm the kind of guy who laughed when Bambi's mother got it.
Your son's name is Michael. Your daughter's name is Stephanie. She goes to the Cadwallader School in Long Island. And if you come home and find her forehead nailed to the living room wall, you will know that you should let Harlan Ellison have his book back.
Hey man, you the Pope.
Yes, my son, I am the Pope.
Fuck you.
Yo, mama. We are raised to be consumers of products. Whether it's 27 Spider-Man comics a month when the world only really needs one, or it's a new car every year, or it's, raspberry-flavored tampons. Well, stupid, because somebody asked me to do it, Basically, it seemed like a good idea at the time. That and yo mama, I knew nothing about girls. I never kissed a girl till I was 19. I never got laid till I was 20, and I got married at 21.
Do you live in a house, Harlan?
Do I what?
Do you live in a house?
No, we live in a cave here in Los Angeles.
Oh, I forgot to do this. I was going to draw your attention. This is the way I draw your attention. I may do that later. Ooh, that's terrific. I like toys. I got arrested for shoplifting.
What were you stealing?
I was stealing records, and they caught me, and they threw me in the slam in Columbus, Ohio.
But what are you known for, would you say, Harlan?
Well, I think my most important thing is the discovery of radium.
Radium.
What part of that are you having trouble with?
Like radium hot springs and
No, I discovered radium.
The woman comes on, and here's what she starts to say.
People who read romantic novels are usually very romantic. And people who read mystery stories like a good puzzle. But what kind of weirdos respond to sci-fi? Well, we're going to find out when we talk about
sitting out on the goddamn lawn like a lunatic. My girlfriend comes out and she says, what the fuck are you doing there with a guy? I'm going to kill him! I'm going to kill him! I was single and doing very well with the ladies, I got to tell you. In fact, to be perfectly candid, I was a bit of a slut. They said I had fucked every woman on the western seacoast and was working his way inland. And in walks Sinatra.
I run up the stairs in my bathrobe, 11 flights to their tower,
burst into their room, say, excuse me, unplug their stereo, and run away quickly before they're incarcerated.
No, my dad's actually 65.
Your dad is 65.
Yeah, mine is 72. And my mom's 39 till she's 65.
Do they own up to being your parents, or do they just sort of, you know, deny all knowledge?
What? No, dude!
He's loving my look and I'm loving all his strategic ways. I said, do you think you care for me one day? Yes, of course I will. And
Do you folks who sit in front of your computers really and truly think you're being interactive? Computer sex? Oh, really? Give me a break. What an orgasm you must get off that one.
Daddy, let me know that I'm your only girl. The only man that I need in this gangster world is you. And I wouldn't trade it.
Who will drag Ellison kicking and screaming into the 21st century? Yo mama will drag me. Yo mama? And I said, yo mama. Yo mama. Oh, wait. Come here. I got to show you something terrific. You see this? You see this little teacup? It's just a little silver teacup, right? And over here, there's this little plate that's got this little design on it, right? They don't look like much of anything. But when you take the teacup and you put it on the plate, oh, is that hot? Now, this one's North by Northwest. They also make one with Charlie Chaplin in Modern Times. They got one with Marilyn Monroe in 7 Year Itch, and they got a great King Kong, terrific one. They're over there, but you can't see them because they're not in the shot. Anyhow, these cost about $75 a piece. They come from France. Somebody sent them to me. They said, well, if you show it on Sci-Fi Buzz, you can keep them. And I said, you got it.
Good. Oh, can I get a selfie with you, Mr. Frog? Wait, no, hey, come on. Let go of him, Mr. Frog. Let go of him. That up. He was insulting me. No, he really wasn't, Mr. Frog. I think you just wanted a photo of him.
The woman comes on, and here's what she starts to say.
People who read romantic novels are usually very romantic. And people who read mystery stories like a good puzzle. But what kind of weirdos respond to sci-fi? Well, we're going to find out when we talk.
But by the time she said puzzles, I knew where she was going. I'm up out of the chair, yanked the microphone came loose, and the irritability to want to remake Forbidden Planet. It wearies me. I faint. I go, oh. Everybody wants to get away from the world, he said. Whether it's dope, or booze, or religion, or television, or quick sex, or trashy novels, everybody wants to run away. We want to be entertained all the time. And when it doesn't work, when none of it is enough, we try to kill ourselves to escape. The real world is terrific, the young intern said. I promise you, Anne-Marie, it's wonderful. People are always complaining, oh, I need to get away. I need to relax. I don't want to think about it. If they turn on the tube and it's some program about current events, they rush to change the channel to get some silly rerun of a sitcom. We spend 90% of our lives escaping. If you really, truly, completely deal with the real world, it's fascinating.
Hey, faggot!
My name is Harlan Ellison. That's H-A-R-L-A-N. I'm a writer. Call me a science fiction writer, and I'll come to your house and I'll nail your pet's head to a coffee table. I'll hit... Also, a gay guy has never made a pass at me. Consequently, I have no fear of homosexuals. I feel left out in some way. Is there something? I don't even know what I was starting to say. Who will drag Ellison kicking and screaming into the 21st century? Yo mama will drag me, Mr. Mick. My name is Harlan Ellison. That's Harlan. I'm a writer. Call me a science fiction writer, and I'll come to your house and I'll nail your pet's head to a coffee table. I'll hit you so hard your ancestors will die. I'll hit you so hard your grandmother will bleed. I'm a writer. There's no adjective in front of it. I'm just a writer.
So all right, so what? So we're coming on the air, so what?
He's already starting.
And they understood the frame mechanism, but they said, well, why don't you get some storyboards made? I said, are you going to pay for the storyboards?
No.
They said, well, no. And I said, yo mama.
Rick, you're an imbecile. You're a piñata. You ought to have a big stick to knock the crap out of you.
Well, didn't you like it there? I mean,
I loved it. I thought Italy was wonderful, as opposed to France.
True.
Which when I came back, I said we should nuke them till they glow. And here is Alphonse D'Amato, who is one of the great slug human beings of our time. I mean, this is a man who leaves a moist trail when he walks.
She says, well, we're going to win. And her father says, yeah, we're going to win. And I thought to myself, you're going to win, sucker? You're not going to win anything because you're a dead man. I'm going to kill you and your wife and your kid right here now. While you got me for 26 weeks, enjoy. And if I insult you, it's probably because you deserved it. It taught me a lot of lessons. It taught me one must not steal in a way that they can catch you. And it also told me cops are shits.
Let me do a break here and clean
Am
up.
I getting hysterical?
No, you're becoming Harlan Ellison, the man that we all know and love.
What a shame.
I mean, if you look at the crap that Judith Krantz writes, you know that anything can write. What? I'm supposed to sit here and lie and say Judith Krantz is a great writer?
Well, I mean, but why would you have to just bring up Judith Krantz?
All right, I got others.
No. Gotcha. What is the problem with America?
The problem with America is real simple, Tom. It's not that we got too much violence or that we've got too many drugs or that our people are basically bone, stick, stone, stupid or anything. It's that we don't hold a grudge long enough. You know, everybody who went by that guy's coffin, they went out, you know, out there. Well, oh, Richard.
Okay.
Congratulations on the painting there, Harlan.
Thank you. Thank you.
I belong to a computer service called Genie.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, and
Get a life.
I know that you don't.
Yeah. You don't have to be sorry. Well, don't be. Are you a humble person who is sorry? Well, you needn't be. You have done nothing wrong. You are worthy and lovable.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome. However, that tie.
Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387 points.
Hello, Ted.
What's going on there, buddy?
I want to make love to you.
Oh.
I'm gonna lose ya. I'm gonna give you the slip.
Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. So to hell. To hell with you all. But then, you're already there, aren't you?
He said, on a right, will you serve me lemonade? I said, yes, ma'am, I will. It's the day of the parade, and you look even more handsome than you did the day that I loved you. He said, on a right, will you serve me lemonade? I said, yes, ma'am, I will. It's the day of the parade, and you look even more handsome than you did the day that I loved you.
Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. I used to make a living doing that, folks. Peanuts sitting on a railroad track, his heart was all aflutter. Along came the 90222 peanut butter. A song of my people. I wanna take a little ride on the piano, maybe on the BMT. And when I hit the track, say, baby, won't be back, 'cause this is the EMD. Now, I've been true to YOU, but you ain't been true to me. I'm gonna tell him at the ASPCA, you treat me like a DOG. That's for the guys at the dinner table who said, you're gonna sing tonight.
It's bull. It's crap. It's silliness. If you were 101 years old, lying on the table about to croak, all you would think is, let me make it to 102. And if you were 102, you'd say, let me just have it till 103. When the time comes to cash in, even those of us who are real smart Alex and who think we're very tough, you kind of run screaming from it.
Shy.
Yes, I did it! I tell you! Call me a science fiction writer and I'll come to your house and I'll nail your pet's head to a coffee table. I'll hit you so hard your ancestors will die. I'll hit you so hard your grandmother will bleed. Yeah, I'm back. Like they said in Poltergeist, he's back. Also, a gay guy who's never made a pass at me. Consequently, I have no fear of homosexuals. I feel left out.
I want to have your children.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
You think his face would be easier again? No, that's the actual face I had. Gotta have the crazy old man hair.
My sister and I did it with no lube, no protection, all night, all day, from the kitchen floor to the toilet seat, from the dining table to the bedroom, from the bathroom sink to the shower, from the front porch to the balcony, vertically, horizontally, quadratic, exponent out.
He said, Lana, right, will you serve me lemonade? I said, yes, ma'am, I will. It's the day of the parade, and you look even more handsome than you did the day that I loved you. He said, Lana, right, will you serve me lemonade? I said, yes, ma'am, I will. It's the day of the parade, and you look even more handsome than you did the day that I loved you. With
Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. I used to make a living doing that, folks. Peanuts sitting on a railroad track, his heart was all aflutter. Along came the 902 toot toot peanut butter. A song of my people. I'm gonna take a little ride on a B&O, maybe on a BMT. And when I hit the track, say, baby, won't be back, 'cause this is END. Now, I've been true to YOU, but you ain't been true to me. I'm gonna tell them at the ASPCA, you treat me like a DOG. That's for the guys at the dinner table who said, you're gonna sing tonight.
Really
oh,
horrible
no. When we say early, kiddo, my first comic, I bought my first comic in 1939.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You only started in 33, so that's early.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You don't have to be sorry. Well, don't be. Are you a humble person who is sorry?
Yes.
Well, you needn't be. You have done nothing wrong. You are worthy and lovable.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome. However, that tie. Yes.
Oh my God, my fit is fantastic. Oh my God, my fit is fantastic. Oh my.
You stupid! You moron!
My prom queen, I can be a prom queen. Won't you be my prom queen? I can be a prom queen. I want to have your children.
You can ask the flowers. I sit for hours telling all the bluebirds.
Yeah, they took away my child and they tore off its arms and put it in its ears like antlers. Yeah, I'm real happy about it. Yo, mama.
Now, how would you see yourself?
I wonder how they omitted mentioning that I was responsible for World War II.
My name is Harlan Ellison. That's Harlan. I'm a writer. Call me a science fiction writer, and I'll come to your house and I'll nail your pet's head to a coffee table. I'll hit you so hard your ancestors will die. I'll hit you so hard your grandmother will bleed. If I had to pick in the top 5 time-wasting inventions of the human race, after Judith Krantz novels and masturbation, let me tell you that I will not lie to you. At least I will try not to lie to you. Now, if I do and I don't know that I did it and you correct me, I'm going to let you know that you told me I lied and I'll stand corrected. If I do it on purpose to lie to you and you catch me at it, I will try to convince you that I did it for your own good or possibly for national security. That one seems to have worked for a great many people. Now, if that doesn't work, I'll probably whimper and throw myself on your mercy.
Well, stupid, because somebody asked me to do it, you know. Basically, it seemed like a good idea at the time. You know, that and yo mama.
On God, don't mess with me.
After spending 2 or 3 hours in this company, I have to go lie down for a while.
Get out of here! Beat it!
A Borsfeld comic trapped in the body of a great science fiction writer.
How many leprechaun nuns do you have here in the order? If I insult you, it's probably because you deserved it. That name was Harlan Ellison.
Cassie, a young gentleman with a sort of really nice upper body build, beautiful hairline, great mustache. I'm looking up. POV, you're a man with a mustache. I'm across the street. Okay, we lock eyes, and I'm doing the Miley Cyrus stare with blue eyes, and then a bus passes in front of us, and then when the bus passes, I'm gone. And then he's like, what the fuck? And then he looks behind him, I'm behind him.